Hello, welcome back. In the last lesson, you learned how to say things like I have eaten, I haven't eaten yet. You use small words like 咗 and may to talk about the past. Today, we are going to shift slightly. Instead of talking about what has happened, we will talk about what is happening right now. And you will also learn how to ask what someone is doing. Take your time as you go through this. There's no need to rush. Let's review what you have learned. How would you say I have eaten? 我食咗. How would you say I haven't eaten yet? 我未食. How would you ask have you eaten? 你食咗未? Good. Before we continue, remember, don't just listen passively. When I ask you a question, pause the recording if you need to, and try to build the answer yourself first. That thinking process is how the language starts becoming natural. And if some words still haven't come to you naturally yet, it is completely fine. Simply go back to the previous lesson and listen again. There's no rush to move forward. The goal is not to memorize everything perfectly. It is to becoming familiar with the patterns little by little. Now, let's add something new, a very useful word. 緊. You will hear this a lot in Cantonese. I'm going to repeat this word a few times. Listen carefully first, then say it after me. 緊, 緊, 緊. We use it to talk about something that is happening right now. You can think of it like the ing in English. Eating, drinking, going. In Cantonese, 緊 gives the same feeling. So, how to say eating in Cantonese? 食緊. How would you say I'm eating? 我食緊. Now add something you already know. How would you say I'm eating dim sum? 我食緊點心. Let's try another verb. How to say drink in Cantonese? 飲. How to say drinking? 飲緊. How would you say I'm drinking tea? 我飲緊茶. Say it again. 我飲緊茶. Now we do a small listening exercise. Please listen carefully. I will say 2 sentences. 我飲咗茶. 我飲緊茶. They sound similar, but the meaning is totally different. Now I will say it again. You tell yourself what it means. 我飲咗茶. 我飲緊茶. 我飲咗茶 meaning I have drunk tea, finished. 我飲緊茶 meaning I'm drinking tea right now. How would you say I have drunk tea? 我飲咗茶. How would you say I am drinking tea? 我飲緊茶. Good. Now let's change the subject. How would you say you are eating? 你食緊. And how would you say you are drinking tea? 你飲緊茶. How about she is eating dim sum? 佢食緊點心. And he is drinking tea. 佢飲緊茶. Let's move on. We will make this more useful. We are going to learn how to ask what in Cantonese, which is me. Me. You will hear this word a lot in Cantonese. I'm going to repeat this word a few times. Listen carefully and repeat after me. 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 Listen, when I say 你食緊咩, what it means. 你食緊咩? That literally means you are eating what in English, so it means what are you eating? How would you say what are you eating in Cantonese? 你食緊咩? Try to ask what are you drinking in Cantonese? 你飲緊咩? Let's do a simple dialogue, a simple exchange. Ask, what are you eating? 你食緊咩? Answer, I'm eating dim sum. 我食緊點心. Ask, what have she drunk? 佢飲咗咩? Answer, she has drunk tea. 佢飲咗茶. Ask, what is he drinking? 佢飲緊咩? Answer, he is drinking tea. 佢飲緊茶. Let's pause and think here. How to say, what has he been drinking? 佢飲緊咩? This sentence, 佢飲緊咩, can mean what is he drinking, and sometimes, depending on the situation, it also means what has he been drinking. Because Cantonese usually does not separate these ideas as much as English does. So, how to say he has been drinking tea? 佢飲緊茶. How to say not yet in Cantonese? 未. How to say I have not yet eaten dim sum? 我未食點心. How to say go in Cantonese? 去. Remember how to say wonton? 雲吞. How to say want in Cantonese? 要. Try, I want to go to Hong Kong to eat wonton. 我要去香港食雲吞. In lesson 3, we learn a small word to indicate an action being completed. What is that small word? 咗. You can think of 咗 as giving a similar feeling to the past in English sometimes. For example, complete becomes completed. Create becomes created. In Cantonese, adding 咗 gives the same feeling of a completed action. So, to eat, 食 becomes 食咗. To drink, 飲 becomes 飲咗. So, how would you say, I went to Hong Kong? 我去咗香港. Good. Before this lesson, you already knew how to talk about what you want and what you have already done. Now, you can also talk about what is happening right now. You learn two important small words in Cantonese. 咗, the feeling of a completed action. 緊, the feeling of something happening right now. In English, these ideas can sometimes feel complicated, with different tenses, endings like ed and ing. And in Cantonese, the system is often much more direct. Small words changes the meaning of the sentences. For example, 食 means eat. 食咗 means ate or have eaten. 食緊 means eating. Simple changes, different meanings. And now you can already understand and build those patterns yourself. Don't try to memorize everything perfectly. Just keep listening, repeating, and letting the patterns become familiar. You are making real progress. In the next lesson, we will continue building from here and talk about experiences and things you have already done. Until then, take your time and well done today.